What's up, guys? Motivational here, author, speaker, coach, and I thought I'd just make this quick video. About to head off to the gym, and I just wanted to quickly check in with you guys. Hey, check this out. The 5 love languages. Trying to become a better husband, working on my interpersonal relationship skills with my wife, learning to listen more and speak less. And this has caused me to build up a lot of energy, and I'm going to use that energy where I want to talk to listen to her and then talk to you guys. So stay tuned for some more videos. Anyway, so I thought I'd make this quick video because just wanted to inspire you guys and remind you to, stay on track when it comes to reaching your health and fitness goals. Let me just align myself here a bit more because there we go, that's better. Very often when we're on a journey, along the way it can become quite difficult sometimes, and you'll find yourself hitting these mental or even physical roadblocks, and you need to be able to really find a way around them, above them, below them, or even straight through the damn thing. So I want to encourage you guys to take the long-term perspective. Very often what I like to do is I like to remind myself of what I'm working towards, and I've actually got a timeline in my office. I've drawn out a timeline, and I've almost like domino bricks, stones, whatever, like dominoes. There's little lines, and on each line the domino gets bigger, and on each line I've put down what my next goal is. So the next one is get my six-pack to show whatever, and then the next goal after that is something else, and there's another goal behind that. And really, I want you to try and think about some goals that you can create for yourself, and just use what's called vertical alignment. I think it's taken from the book The One Thing, maybe. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, so long story short is try and have goals where when you achieve one goal, it already sets you up to use the achievement from the first goal for the second goal. Okay, so as an example, I had to give a talk in Toastmasters in Cardiff, and I also was asked to speak in Ignite Cardiff, which is another speaking gig. And Toastmasters, usually the size of the audience is about 50 people, and the goal, the audience in Ignite was actually about 500 people. And that's the biggest audience I've ever spoken in front of, and I was talking on mindset and mind over body kind of stuff. And I said to myself, right, I want to be as lean as I can possibly get for the talk. And basically what I decided to do was to really focus on that long-term goal as I was reaching the intermediary goals, if you like. So I used the Toastmasters as a way to prepare my talk and deliver it to a smaller audience, get some feedback. In fact, I delivered it twice to the Toastmasters audience, and then those wins allowed me to get better, which allowed me then to go and give my talk at Toastmasters, at Ignite, which then in front of a bigger audience, I had more skills to back me up. So instead of just doing a talk at Toastmasters on fitness and then doing one at Ignite on a totally different topic, and there not being any alignment in my goals, I set them up so I would stack one on top of each other. So you'll find that's a very powerful technique that you can use to really motivate you and get you encouraged and to develop your mindset. So don't just think about you want to lose weight and get a six-pack necessarily. Whatever you want to do is up to you. But say you want to get a six-pack, try and have something behind that you'd like to do as well. Like you say, I've always wanted to be on the front of a magazine. Try and get on the cover of Men's Health or something. Yeah, whatever it might be. Put that behind the goal of getting a six-pack. So now you've got two goals which are aligned with each other that you need to reach. And the secondary goal is dependent on the primary goal or the first goal. Okay? And then maybe put a third one behind that and say, okay, I want to then deliver a talk on how I got onto the cover of Men's Health. And that'll be the third thing you're going to do. Okay, see how they're all stacking up now? So if you achieve the first one, you can't go and do the third one without achieving the first and the second goal, okay? But as all these goals align with each other, you get more and more momentum, and it causes you to be more dedicated and passionate towards reaching your goals. See, my My guns are slowly growing now. Anyway, because here's the thing, right, guys? You might see me like posting a lot on Facebook and stuff at the moment, and this is going to be an ongoing thing. And I'm posting continuously on YouTube. Let me just check my channel here a second. I've posted like 19 videos on YouTube in the last few weeks. To some people's standard, that's not a lot. To my standard, let me just bring the camera back up here. To my usual rate at which I post, that's a lot higher. And the reason I'm doing this is because I've interlinked two goals. I've interlinked getting in shape with my business. So basically, it's not like I'm just getting in shape for the sake of getting in shape by myself, and it's just a personal goal I have. This is also a business goal for me. Okay, so I've connected these goals together, and the business can't succeed unless I get in shape. You see how much pressure that puts on me? But it's positive pressure because it forces me then to step up my game. Okay, so some people call this connecting values. So you tie in one thing that you value, i.e. your business, and what you can do with your business and whatever. And I'm tying that together with my getting in shape. And I've also got some other really cool things I'm working on behind the scenes. I'm not talking about it too much at the moment, but there's some bigger goals. Again, I've got multiple goals all connected to each other. And this is some very powerful motivational mindset tools that you can use to really push you past a higher level than everyone else. Then you might be going to the gym and it's just people just doing a light workout, and when it starts getting a bit painful, they put the weight down. But when it gets painful for me, I'm like, come on, yeah. Or in Arnold's language, I'm like, come on, do it. I'm really like pushing myself because I know in my head what's aligned. I've got more and more of these things, to look forward to. So, and ultimately, I need to achieve this. It's not just I'd like to. I need to. I have to. Yeah. So, and at the same time, I really want to as well. Okay. So I'm becoming passionate about this in the process and stuff. So, and as you can see, I'm trying to do my best now to share these learnings, these lessons, and all these things that are happening right now with you guys. And hopefully, I'll inspire you to take yourself to the next level physically, develop your body naturally. So, as a side note, there, look, guys, when you're doing things naturally, which is I'm a big believer in, do it the natural way. Take the longer term approach, but you're going to have the gains. They might take a little bit longer to get them, but they're going to be yours. They're going to be earned through blood, sweat and tears, to use a metaphor. And there comes a certain level of character and pride and stuff that will come with that. Those are just my personal views on it. I just like to do things, maybe I'm a bit sadistic in that thing. I'm making it harder on myself, I suppose, but that's just me. Yeah, so this is what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. So yeah, I just thought I'd share this with you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, anyone that you think could benefit from this and from the motivation and stuff to really get in shape permanently and naturally. But also, if you've got any questions and stuff, just leave them in the comments below. Leave your questions, and then I got something to reference. I can have a look at, and I can create content in the future to really help you guys with your own training and your own fitness and stuff. Especially in the area of mindset and developing your mind. And as you know, this is a brand new YouTube channel, depending on when you're watching this video, but it's a brand new channel. So please take a second just to hit the subscribe or whatever button it's called, just to subscribe to the channel, and then that way you'll be notified whenever I create new content. And also, it's a big thing. See, when it comes to staying in shape permanently, it's your body doesn't just need a constant work to develop itself. Your mind does as well. Okay, so it's always helpful to refresh and renew your mind constantly and continuously using words of affirmation, words of strength, words of encouragement, words of inspiration and stuff. So surround yourself with other people who help you get into that frame of mind. And I'm one such person. And I encourage you to follow as many people as possible. Another person I'm a big fan of. Let me just bring this down a second here. Here's one of my heroes, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Great book here, Total Recall. Like him. It's a really big one, isn't it? So just feed your mind, man. Feed your mind with the things that you need to feed it with that are going to strengthen you. Don't listen to people who are going to try and put you down. Don't worry about what people think about you at the gym if they think you're crazy and all that stuff. Just focus on your goals, focus on where you're going, focus on what matters to you, because where you're going, most people aren't going to be able to follow you. If you get that mindset right, like, it doesn't matter what people think about you. It doesn't matter what, what anyone says. If people are rolling their eyes, you're going, oh, here we go, whatever. Who cares? If they got time to do that, don't worry about it. Just focus on what you're going after. Don't try and change anyone else. Change yourself, develop yourself. Keep your ultimate vision if you have to. Keep it to yourself. Share your goals with people, whatever. But if you've got a dream, nourish that dream, protect that dream, and invest in that dream. Put your energy into it. Yeah, like, really, like, burn your bridges, man. Just go after it. Don't sit on the fence and say, I don't know if I want to do this. Just fucking do it, man. And there's going to be times where you're going to feel tired. There's going to be times when you're going to feel like you don't know if this is the right thing to do. You're going to think, is this something else I should be doing? Stop double guessing yourself. Just commit to the goal, yeah, and really, like, pursue it passionately. Just go after it with everything you've got. You're going to feel there's going to be pain. There's going to be all sorts of crazy stuff that's going to happen along the way. A lot of it is going to be mental anyway. But remember, your character is going to be shaped in the process of doing this, okay? This is one of the reasons I do it, not just for the fact that I want to develop myself physically. For me, it's more than that. I'm going to be 35 next week. So whilst I do want to look good and all this stuff, I'm not doing it for the same reasons I would have been trying to get in shape when I was, like, in my 20s or something, running around, like that's a different prerogative back those days. To me now, this is a lot more about the building of the character, building of the personal development area. This is me developing myself, and you need to find out what drives you. You need to find out what your why is, and really tap into that why. What I encourage you to do is actually write down, there's a bit of exercise I learned in the business world, which is to write down, 100 reasons why you have to achieve something. And this might be a tough exercise to do in the beginning, but again, do it, just go through it, write down 100 reasons why you have to get in shape, man. Like, write down every reason. Write down because how it's going to affect your family if you get in better shape. How you're going to be a great role model for your kids. How you're going to have more energy to spend with your family. How you're going to be able to carry the shopping without your back hurting. How you're going to be able to, clean your home and stuff without your back being in agony. How you're going to be able to, run for long distances if you want to run. How you're going to be able to take part in a charity event and raise money for impoverished people or whatever it might be. How you're going to be able to look better and feel more confident in your business meetings. How you're going to be able to, show up when you're presenting with more energy, more enthusiasm, more passion for life. How you're going to be able to potentially live longer. At the end of the day, none of us know how long we're going to be here, but how you're going to be able to then, increase the likelihood that you're going to live a longer life and be there for you to see your grandchildren grow up and stuff. How you're going to look better in your clothes, how you're going to have more energy, just everything, man. Just list every single thing you can think of, right? And then read them over and over. And in fact, what I would do is every now and then reorganize them, put the most important ones right to the top of the list, so then every morning you can scan through the top of the list and you'll have enough motivation. By the time you get down to the top 10, you're going to be so motivated to fucking smash your goals, yeah? Like, that's where your energy and drive is going to come from. And so basically do that, know your reason why, fill your mind up with people who inspire you. For me, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know they love him or hate him kind of thing. Everyone does things that we may not like or may not agree with or may not be in alignment with our personal values. But personally, any man who can be, born in Austria, in a little village, and then do what he did in the military, and then move to America and be a complete stranger in California, and then develop himself to become the best bodybuilder of his era, and just smash it in bodybuilding, and then get into acting and smash it in acting, and then get into the political field and then become governor of California. And the guy's like not even from America. It's just so cool. So to me, I'm just looking at the positives. I'm looking at what I can take away from that, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Like, develop a positive mindset as well, where you're always looking for what's good about something rather than looking for what's not right about a situation and stuff. So iMac keeps moving here a second. So yeah, man. So just give you a bit more inspiration there one more time. My biceps are coming up, and in fact, I'm actually on a diet right now as well. So I'm losing size. So stay connected to this channel, man, because I'm doing this for you as well, man. So like in 6 months' time, come back to this channel. You'll be able to see my journey as I progress over time, and that'll hopefully give you some inspiration. But also, like, come back in 6 months and compare these two videos. Have a look at the date today and have a look at what I look like in 6 months. See, and I'll put even more pressure on myself to succeed. And you'll be able to see like what you're capable of doing when your mindset is right, because your performance level is at a fucking higher level. Excuse me for swearing there, but like, your performance level is going to be at a higher level than what it would be if you didn't have the right mindset. So there's so many great things, and there's so many great resources I want to share with you guys over the coming months. I don't want to overload you now with information and stuff. This video is going on for nearly 20 minutes shortly. So so take that away, guys. Three action steps. Set up as many goals, like vertical alignment. Vertical? No, horizontal, whatever. Like basically horizontal alignment. Like, align your goals so they're like a domino effect. So by reaching one goal, you're going to make it easier to reach a second goal, which will be complemented by the first goal. And then have that domino effect. Is a great book you can check out called the One Thing. It's a business book, but the principles are sound. They're universal principles. Check that out. The One Thing. Get the One Thing. I'll post a link below on this video anyway. We'll have like a link to my website. There'll be a resources page where I'll be sharing the books and stuff I recommend. I'm not sure if the One Thing's on the list yet. I haven't had time to update it. But check out the One Thing by a guy called Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. Check it out on Amazon. Get yourself a copy of this, or anyone really in the sporting arena who, motivates you, and write down your 100 reasons why you have to do this, and read them over and over and over until it becomes your dominant thought. Okay, like they talk about in Think and Grow Rich, like Earl Nightingale talks about this in his book, The Stranger's Secret. He says we become what we think about. So that's it, man, for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know I was going to wrap up earlier, but again, leave any questions you have below for me, and I'll do my best then to answer any questions you have in the coming videos. They'll give me some great ways of interacting with you guys, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, and it's coming to the bank holiday weekend, so have an awesome weekend, guys. Take care.